The brand new Grow Garden update is right around the corner, and oh my gosh, there is so many rewards for you guys to obtain. And I quite literally mean a lot of them. In this video, we're going to be going over all the kinds of leaks we have received on this brand new update that is coming out this weekend, as well as how you can prepare for it and how you could possibly have a chance at getting a brand new seed coming into the game that could possibly be better than the Bone Blossom seed. And you'll see why I'm saying that in a second. This update is packed for goodies, but I do have to say thank you guys so much for 500k subscribers. I am so grateful for that, and I would very much appreciate it if you subscribe if you haven't already. But as you can see, the Grow Garden event has just gotten leaked, and I quite literally mean just now, because this only has like 400 reactions. And as you can see, it is the brand new fairy event and more. This update brings an all new limited time fairy event. Discover and play to unlock brand new seeds, pets, items, weather, and lots more. I'm gonna go into detail for all of those stuff. And they also say there will also be other new content slash features added. They kind of give us a little mini teaser added on the Roblox event page. As you can see, it's a little fairy event, and you got this little cool little looking tree, and I'm very curious to find out what it is, and I do have a bunch of information for it. If you remember, the Bone Blossom seed was actually introduced during the prehistoric event, where it was very similar to, or this event is actually going to be very similar to that one, where you could basically interact with some guy that was standing here, and he'd basically give you a bunch of weekly quests to do, and if you completed enough of those, you could obtain your first ever Bone Blossom seed. In part 2, they made it a little bit easier to get because they added bonus quests that instantly refresh and etc. But what if I told you there is some leaks that show that that could possibly be returning? Now, it's probably not going to be the Bone Blossom because, I mean, it's a Bone Blossom. It doesn't really make sense for it to come back. But there is a very good chance it could be a brand new seed that is just as good as the Bone Blossom, if not better, that comes in this brand new update. The reason why I say this is because of this right here. This is a very trusted leaking source, and as you can see, Dawn has posted these 2 developer products that the developers uploaded, meaning the developers made these game passes inside of the game today. And as you can see, one of them was called Skip Fairy Quests, and that is the first one. Now, keep in mind, you could skip the quest during the prehistoric event. And the other one says Reset Fairy Quest. Thanks to this article, as you can see, inside of the game, you could either spend 100,000 or 100 million shekels, or you could spend 149 to reset the track. And the track is actually completable by doing different types of quests, which you can also skip, very similar to the fairy ones. A part of this video that I really wanted to discuss is the fact that you're actually going to be able to get a lot of brand new free admin abuse seeds and possible rewards such as brand new pets. In the newest admin abuse, they gave out quite a lot. I'm going to be honest, bro. You got things such as like the apple gazelle as well as the lemon lion. And then you had like a bean pet. What was it called? Can I find it? I don't. Green bean right here. This guy. All of these pets do a variety of stuff, and some of them are very good, especially this lemon lion, where if I place him down, he has a chance to make my stuff brain rot, as well as granting extra bonus experience to all of my other possible pets. And if you didn't know, the admin abuse that happened last week was completely insane. As you can see in the middle of all of these crazy events, Creekcraft was somehow in the server, even though it was very hard to join. And if I scroll through this live stream that he did, which is, by the way, 7 hours long, like, holy moly, bro, why is this so long? But as you can see, there's multiple restocks, like Romanesco was restocked in the shop, Sugar Apple, Strawberry, Elder Strawberry, all kinds of different stuff. These weren't actually restocked once. They were restocked multiple times. I'm talking like way over 10 times for things such as the beanstalk seeds. And then you got even more for the burning buzz, the giant pine cones. There was probably around at least, I want to say, 100 prismatic seeds restocked and given out for free. All you had to do was participate among the admin abuse war. And in this next update, we are probably going to get something very similar. And I'm not talking about in terms of admin abuse because, as you know, that did actually already end. But restocks are definitely still going to happen, and it's probably going to be just as good as last update. A lot of players were on during that time, and the game actually hit its brand new peak players, meaning with this brand new update, it's going to happen again. And not only that, it's probably going to happen at a very similar level, maybe a little bit less than, you know, last weekend, because nobody expected it to be that much. And keep in mind, they did the event twice last week, so there's a very good chance it was a lot more because of them doing it twice. But who knows? One thing I can guarantee you, if you are in the game when the brand new update is coming out, you're probably going to get a ton of Grandmaster sprinklers as long as you're buying it in the shop. They will be restocking those, probably every type of sprinkler in the game, including the Master, Godly, Advanced, and just the basic one. And with that will probably come a lot of brand new seeds. And talking about seeds, I want to actually discuss the potential for a brand new seed to be added into the game that is Transcendent. As you know, currently the only Transcendent seed inside of the game was the Bone Blossom that we've been talking about. If you actually go to, I believe, plants right here and scroll all the way down, you'll see Bone Blossom. This is the only seed inside of the game that has this rarity called Transcendent. It has just been over a month, and I think we're coming up to almost like 2 months, but we've literally never gotten a Transcendent since the prehistoric event, and for the very, very first time, it is very likely it's coming again. Oh, and what if I told you there's a very good chance with this update, you're going to be able to trade your seeds? Currently inside of the game, the only thing that is possible using the trading ticket is to trade your pets as well as your fruits. And I'm talking about fruits you've already harvested, such as this gigantic Bone Blossom I still have in my inventory. But a lot of leaks have recently been showing that the developers have added stuff into the game that allows them to basically instantly input seed trading into the game, meaning you'll be able to trade whatever seeds you have, such as this Tranquil Bloom. Yeah, I mean, have you ever heard of that? This was a few updates ago, actually. But imagine you could finally trade the stuff you've been waiting months for. This also comes as a very, very popular leak by Caesar Salad. This is one of the trusted people. They've literally been leaking all of the updates ever since, like, I don't know, bro, probably like 3 or 4 updates ago. And they've been accurate with everything. Like, they knew this mutation machine booster was coming before it was even in the game. Now, they did also leak this right here. If I scroll down to this section, seed trading. Yes, seed trading has been implemented in game. There is no more speculation. It is 100% confirmed. It has its own UI stuff, and it is abundantly clear you will be able to trade package seeds, presumably using the boxing machine. I did go into very, very full detail inside of my last video, but there's basically this machine coming in called the boxing machine that lets you, or it's kind of like a cosmetic similar to the cooking kit, but all you do is basically put in the seed that you want to trade inside the machine. It goes into a timer for around an hour or so, and when you get it back, you are able to trade it. Now, ever since I made my last video, the developers, actually Jandel himself, had to say something about that. Jandel made this video in a very mysterious room, basically debunking this, saying that it is not coming into the game. If I'm gonna be honest, I would much rather take the developer's word than these leakers, but without a doubt, it is still true that this did get added into the game files. It is there. Are they going to add it? There's a chance that they won't. I mean, seed trading could definitely change the game for the worse, possibly. Personally, I think it'd be really cool, but there is a chance that it is going to not get added into the game. It could also just be the developers declining it so that they could be like, hey, surprise, guess what? We have seed trading in the game, whatever. But if they ever in the near future decide that they want to add it into the game, all it probably takes is just a bunch of clicks for them to do, since they've already actually implemented all of its coding. Or at least I think so. I'm not too sure. But there is some very important things that you guys need to do in order to basically ensure that, you know, you get everything inside of this brand new update and that you are ready for it. The number one most important thing that I have to mention in every single video, and I think you guys are going to be very happy that you do this, but buy reclaimers. And I'm talking about crafting them. It's so easy to get. There's actually 2 very, very easy ways in the game to get them at this moment, at least until the update goes away. But the first way that's always been in the game is to craft them. It's actually right here inside of the recipe shop, where you can make 3 reclaimers reclaimers with just the harvest tool, common eggs, and 500k shekels. It's super easy to do. I mean, all the items you need for are very cheap to get. There's a common egg, there is a harvest tool, boom, put it in there. The harvest tool is literally like always in stock in here, bro. I actually just bought it, so that's why it's not there. And for the pet eggs, I mean, you are 99.9% of the time are going to see a common egg. And look, all the 3 eggs that were in stock were common eggs, so just buy them all. It's definitely very good to collect because there's a chance that you're going to need to set up your garden differently or move it to save slot number 2, similar to what I've done with my bone blossom. And as you can see, I have it on this different slot because I want to do specific stuff with that, and being able to pick up the seed without losing it definitely helps. And hey man, if they're adding a brand new transcendent seed, you definitely want to get that. But there is another very easy way to get it too, and that is by actually contributing to this beanstalk. Even if you put a little bit in and your server ends up growing the beanstalk, you actually have a chance to get something. When the beanstalk is fully grown, on the little leaves that it has, there is a chance that you can get even a beanstalk seed that's prismatic, or you could get reclaimers or master sprinklers or all that stuff. All you do is actually just have to contribute to the beanstalk growth. Bro, what the heck did I just join? All I did was join a public server. But the next very important I have a tip for you guys is to actually purchase everything out of the guy inside the middle, or actually the giant all the way up there. There is some things that I can guarantee you are going to be meta in the near future inside of this update that will not be available later on. So you want to ensure you get all of this stuff, and let me show you what that is. Okay, here we go. We got in a server where the beanstalk is fully grown. Now we do have 14 minutes on this, which is great, but let's go ahead, teleport to the top. And like I said, by the way, the little parts that you guys are going to want to get the orbs from if you contribute are like on leaves like this one. But let's go to the top, because every 24 hours at 7 p.m. CST, as I mentioned before, this guy resets his shop price. And I'm talking about the restock price. As you can see, it's back up, down, or back down to 500k for me. It used to be at like quintillions. But the one thing that is so important to get inside of this thing isn't just the sprout seed packs and stuff, which are very cheap. I hope you're actually fully buying this stuff, because I definitely am. But this gnome pet right here is so good. As you can see, it has a chance to mutate a random fruit with the gnome's mutation. Gains an additional chance for every gnome cosmetic in your garden, and that goes up by 1% every time. So me having a lot of gnome cosmetics, actually if I type it in, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the moment. If I wanted to, I could have a lot more. As you can see, I have so many crates inside of my inventory. Now, why is this so good? Because you can actually equip up to 8 of these. And just imagine you could get your chances high enough to where it is basically 100% chance. Right now, by default, it is every 10 minutes with a 1% chance. But just imagine I went ahead and placed down all of these gnomes. And you know what? I'm going to do exactly that, just so I can show you guys how fast we can get it if we do. So here we go. Let's pick up all of these, and I'm gonna place them like right all on top of each other because I really don't care about the decoration. And I actually have another gnome, so let's place both of these guys down, and every 10 minutes there is a very high chance we're gonna get something from that. But the other thing you actually want to be purchasing is these silver fertilizers. This actually makes your seed or your plant silver guaranteed for a few hours. And so if you're trying to sell something and it doesn't have a variant on it, well, you can instantly get it to silver before you sell it. But let's go ahead and talk back to this guy, because you also want to be getting the sky root chest, which can offer you the griffin pet. The griffin pet is really good. It can give you a bunch of mutations, and so is the cyclamen seed. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but hey bro, I mean, it is just so easy to get. I've actually already gotten 2, and I have so many of these sky root chests. If I check my inventory, sky root chest, yeah, I have 121. Like, oh my god, bro. Okay, we got an elk, low-key kind of poop, but okay, another poopy pet. But you get my point. There's some very good rewards in here, and come on. Ugh, trash. personally, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this myself real quick. So I'll be back as soon as I get this restock price to the point where I don't think it's worth buying anymore. But until then, I'm just gonna go ahead and check both the shops, since every time I reset it, it resets both of the shops, which I think is so cool. We've never actually had that type of thing in the game. It only used to reset one shop because there was only ever one. Now, with this update, you can do two. Oh, look, we got another gnome offering. Let's go. Let's plant it down right there. Oh, and not to mention, when you level up these guys, they become so much better. So all you got to do, bro, make sure you got that lion thing down if you have the lemon lion, and he's gonna give him tons of XP. Another gnome. Let's go. Thank you. This guy's a hi. I've been a fan for so long. Thank you so much. Also, if you guys are ever in my game while I'm recording and you see me not typing, it is quite literally because I am recording. But other than that, I'll try to respond as much as I possibly can. But all right, there we go. We are up to a QA. So this is a very high price, and I think I'm going to stop right there. That is the perfect point to stop. And we got a lot of sprout seed packs too, and specific, we actually have 279 of them. All right, bro, this video is getting long. It's time to speed run some of these important tips that you should be doing. Next important tip, feed your pets. It's super easy to do. Just get a simple seed that has just a bunch of mutations on it. For me, I use these very old moon melons. I feed one to every single pet. It fills up their hunger completely. And this is very good because it allows me to continue leveling them up. Talking about leveling up, next time, mutate your pets. It's very important to try and mutate them, and especially try to get the golden or the rainbow mutation. It's going to buff your pet's stats and how actively it uses his stuff a lot more. Next tip. Oh wow, look, the gear shop just reset. But yes, buy the gear shop. Buy literally everything from this. They are going to admin abuse this and basically restock like everything when the update is coming out. So I highly recommend being in the game to get that too. But if you're not, I definitely recommend you get it now. Next tip, if you want to AFK during the admin abuse and just get the mutations because you're going to be asleep, all you have to do, bro, is just come over to the shop and select a random seed, because you'll be able to very easily get one of the prismatic restocks all the time. All you do, collect the seed that you want, get an auto clicker such as OP Auto Clicker 3.1. It's very easy to download, turn it on, and just spam the restock button, and this will basically ensure that you get that seed every time the devs restock it. If you are going to do this, you want to make sure you rejoin the game 3 or 4 hours before the event, because they do shut down servers right before it. Next very important tip is use your garden guide, because you need to actually complete one of these core plant achievements, the common one. It actually gives you the brand new cooking kit, or well, not brand new, but it allows you to have it again. And I think it's very important because in the last 2 events we've actually had to use it. Who knows, they might continue that trend, so I definitely recommend getting it if you haven't yet. Holy moly, bro, how big is your giant pine cone? And look, oh my god, it just infused my gnome with citrus, basically giving it tons of XP. And now, as you can see, this one is level 6, way ahead of the other ones, has better stats and all of that. And the last important tip, like I've said, just get the limited stuff in the brand new update. It is going to be gone after this update, so you want to collect whatever you want to keep before the update is gone. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, watch this one on the screen right here. I went ahead and handpicked it for you because I really think you're going to enjoy it. Thank you so much for 500k. It means the world to me. And hurry up, click it. This video is about to end. Bye.